Hello. I felt like it's only right that this video is done in the dark, where we all come from. Um, I've noticed that people are starting to go through a transitional period in reality where they're starting to wake up, and that can be a vague sense because not everybody is on the same level, so I'll just keep it vague for now. Something that I don't want to say struggled with, but as I've become more aware of the reality that we live in, I started pondering, well, maybe I am God. And this is something that is just silly, really. Because when you think about it, and let me take the name God away, the Creator, let me still be vague. Because I'm sure most people can agree to some extent that there is a Creator. It's the other stuff that gets in the way from them. And some people will become, atheists or whatever. I'm getting off topic. I should have wrote a speech. I should write a speech. Huh. Anyway, let me just keep going because that's the best way to go. So yeah, feeling like I'm the creator that created my own consciousness inside of this realm. Oh, you could kind of see me. Oh, look, the light's starting to turn on. Ironic. I had to humble myself because, and that's mainly the moral of this video is, as people are starting to wake up individually and realize that we are all part of a greater consciousness, there's always going to be that sense of I am the creator inside of us. And that's far from the truth, yet so close to it at the same time, so to speak. We are all just fragments of a singular consciousness that is separated for great divine reasons that no one of us can decide the truth. And to try would just be us just making up stuff in our own head, whether it's true or not. Here's the facts as I see them, and I'm sure that anybody watching this will agree to. One, there is a creator, we just don't know it. Or some of us do. We all have a consciousness. And by our consciousness being so close to each other, physically, like on Earth, we're going to start realizing, oh, you have a conscience too. Well, when we start realizing that, and somehow through time, we're going to eventually come to a consensus and, similar goals towards, okay, well, now that we know this, which direction are we going? And that direction is going to be, not to sound cliche or corny, but world peace. Because once we realize we're all exactly the same and have the same desires inside of us, which is love and unity, then, we start to get a clear idea of, okay, so let's do this then. Now, that's just for anybody that's being spiritually awoken and they start to feel like they're the creator. Just humble yourself. Start to think of what you are capable of doing to better the world as a whole consciousness. Here's just a vision that I have that's been like I can't shake it. It's ingrained in me at this point. At the route technology is going, it's going to be technology is going to be endless. Now, look up trauma gel. It's going to be pretty evident that if we actually learn to humble ourselves and know who we truly are on the inside as well as indefinitely and infinitely, you'll start to see a pattern that we are leaning towards living forever. Look into UN's plan by 2030 for the world. And for those of you that are into the conspiracy theories, don't fret, don't worry. Notice what I said first before I say this. they have a sustainability goal for Earth, including some just off the top of my head, just 17 goals. 17 goals. And some of those goals contain stuff like no poverty, no hunger, equality amongst each other, which is all going to, come through us just waking up and waking each other up. And, just like being there for each other and just compassion. Stuff like that. Equality, no poverty, no hunger. Only stuff that only the stuff that comes with us realizing who we are on the inside. But and sustainability, living on land and in the water. Isn't that crazy? Like, you mean we can live in the entire planet? The entire planet isn't off limits to us? Yeah, that's true. It isn't. Everything on Earth is exactly made for us. But what has to change first is our morals and our mindsets, because our morals, not to say your moral is, not right, but as a generalization, we are not ready for that kind of stuff. We are not ready to, have everything, the veil unveiled. Is that the right terminology? I believe so. I don't know. You get the point, though. That's the thing. Telepathic powers. I'm just joking. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. So, we're starting to lean towards, and it's not a bad thing, religious people, if there's religious people watching, I think we all just have to relearn what we've been taught, because everything that we've been taught is, we should be taught to question what we've been taught, because life is much bigger than we think. And when I say that, I mean everything is within us. Everything. Everything is within us. Everything we want to turn external, we can do with the right mindset. So, yeah, to anybody that's thinking that they're the new Messiah, they are the next Jesus, just humble yourself. Even if that's how you feel, just humble yourself in a way that people will understand. Because you have to remember, no one of us is the one. That's the part where the Bible kind of twists things around. Not, again, to anybody that's religious watching this, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying we need to question some of the things we've been taught. And I'm sorry that goes against your beliefs, but we're starting to lean towards the reality of things, which are, we are here. We are here. We are here. We're already here. What more do you want? Let's start working at ourselves while we're here before we even fathom going to any other realms. That being said, it's going to be a process that's slow, but just know that it's for sure. It's certain. Like, it's for sure. At this rate, all that has to change now is our mindsets as people. And guess what? Knock, knock, knock to all those people that think they're the one. Humble yourselves and think, what can I do to help other people wake up? And sometimes it may not be even you doing anything. Just do what you love. Maybe that's your job. Just do what you love to do. Because at the end of the day, we are only meant to exist. That is the point of our existence, is to exist. Enjoy the things that we have, but don't be evil. It's that simple. Just don't be evil. Enjoy life. Because guess what? That black pit that we were all born out of, I bet this beats that black pit by 100 miles of infinity. Because I don't know what I'm talking about when I go to speak in terminology like that. Like, 100 miles, blah, blah, blah. 100 miles of infinity. Whatever that means. So, the point is, like, just love, for anybody that's a Christian, love thy neighbor. It's that simple. Like, if there's something that you could do for somebody and it's not going to affect your well-being, just try to do it. See what happens. Once you start actually showing love that's within you already, showing love outwards, you're going to start to see a difference like I did. Just by compliments. Just try compliments. Give somebody a compliment that, maybe you wouldn't usually give a compliment that day, or whatever the case is. Just any amount of love will negate all the powers of evil. Evil is not stronger than love, regardless of what anybody's been taught. Love is not stronger than evil. So, yeah, to anybody that's being awoken, humble yourselves and think what you can do for the greater of humanity. That's all you can do. And guess what? If you don't feel like there's something and you're ready to just like, whatever you feel like you should be doing is what you should be doing. That's where I should leave that thought off. I'm not going to get into what you should and should not be doing. Only you know what you should and should not be doing. So, yeah, I'm just a normal person like you. But we need to wake up and smell the roses for once. Smell the love. It's there within us. If it isn't outside of us, it is within us. And that's the truest truth I've ever heard or spoke. So if you can't see love outwards, project it. Give love and watch how it returns to you. Even in the form of a simple smile that you're not used to seeing. It will happen. I promise this. That's all. Thank you.